Nintendo just shadow dropped Fire Emblem Shadows, and I have to say, this is the worst Fire Emblem anything I've ever played. And it's sad because the character designs are actually pretty cool. But what we've got is not even a game. It's just boring and makes absolutely no sense. Let's take a look at combat. This game centers around figuring out who the traitor is. Yeah, Fire Emblem is not a game about discovering the traitor. It's been always more than that. A very story-rich system. And even if this was an element in a Fire Emblem game, it is not pulled off well at all. So as you can see, the game auto attacks for you except for these buttons you can press when they load. And they consist of like heal and random attacks. I just have very few words to say about this game because it doesn't feel like a Fire Emblem game. Even the animations, the little cutscenes you get seem cheap. Very little change of emotion in the faces of the characters. And the story is very generic. You start off as Kurt, a prince of a kingdom which has just fallen and been taken over by Fenris, the Shadows, I guess. It's not the most clear story. So, at one point, instead of finding the traitor, you become the shadow yourself in a dream, and you have to betray your own team. So, okay, you attack your teammates, that's obvious, but then you're also attacking the other shadows? It doesn't make much sense. I would think that attacking my teammates would be the main goal, but I'll let you watch this, how it plays out.
No more.
Once you defeat your teammates, it's a little confusing what you have to do next. It says, pretend to choose. I don't understand what I'm choosing. Like, I am the traitor. So how did my choice end up making me the traitor? It doesn't make sense. So that's part of the game. You go back to the story. This generic character wants you to make a pact with Fenris, the goddess of shadows, who I thought originally attacked you, but I guess it's the Empire. Without clear direction of who the enemy is, this game just gets confusing. This isn't like a Danganronpa game or like any other kind of thriller game where you have to figure out who's the enemy. This is supposed to be Fire Emblem, and nothing it does feels like it, especially when you're in combat. Like, the whole thing is you're supposed to have tactics.
One of the 12 ancient bloodlines.
Even in Fire Emblem Heroes, does a great job of presenting you with a rich story and tactics gameplay.
No matter how
Well,
hard
we're
the
not
road,
getting any of
the
that
darkness.
here. So you go to download the rest of the game after you've awoken from a dream where you thought you betrayed your comrades. And let's just say it's even more disappointing than the gameplay itself. It's like the game wants to be something more, but it falls so short. As you can see, you are in this kind of
My name is Kurt.
generic
I am the prince of a kingdom that no longer
screen,
exists.
menu screen here where I guess you continue to do battles. Maybe it's kind of a gacha game. It says you could recruit new disciples. It says choose light or shadow and start the battle. They have separate storylines. But I wasn't given a choice that I could see. I don't know if I just clicked battle because it was like the only option lit up. But I also don't get it. Like, why are we doing good and light factions? Like, it doesn't make sense if you're trying to save your kingdom. Are you choosing to follow Fenris to do that or choosing your own course? It's very confusing. So I enter battle. It's extremely slow. Like, there's nothing fun about this auto combat. It's like takes forever. And then it's kind of difficult sometimes to tell who your enemies are from your own people, especially if you're like the traitor. But here I was trying to figure out who the traitor was, and I thought it was Lindis, I believe that character is, who someone has a costume of. Okay, I see now it was probably the other one because Lindis didn't make it, but you'll see when I make my choice here that I did choose the wrong character, and you'll see what happens. Let me skip to that. Okay, so I won the battle. I am selecting a traitor. I selected the wrong one. And then what it did was it showed me the character with the silver hair turning evil and kind of took me back to the main screen. And I was just like, this isn't the game for me. This doesn't feel like Fire Emblem. And it's sad because the characters, like I said, they're unique looking characters as far as the main party is going. But I'm not sure what Nintendo is thinking. Is this because they did layoffs and they switching up their team and it's not working out for them? Because this is anything but a Fire Emblem. This is like the worst game I think I've played on my phone this year. I think this would be the worst one. So let me know in the comments what you think of this Fire Emblem Shadows.